That noise that you just heard was actually supposed to be a wolf howl. That's how these videos are going to start out. Because this is the Wolfden Wrestling Podcast, episode number 15. We're going to get right into it with our rumor roundup. Number one, we have Batista wanted to come back to the WWE to have a match with Triple H. However, WWE said no. Me personally, I kind of actually, the way Batista left, I honestly expected him to come back and have a match with Triple H. So I don't understand why WWE said no. Maybe it was because they didn't really have any ideas after the whole thing with Triple H and him. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, or maybe they just don't want to deal with Batista anymore. I don't know. But I kind of expected it to happen anyways, but that's just what I thought. Number two, John Cena and Nikki Bella expected to get a huge push upon returning to the WWE. This was kind of expected because not being near to any WWE fans and any John Cena or Nikki Bella fans, not so much Nikki, but John Cena, it seems as if he's always in the WWE title pictures or in some type of big storyline once he's in the WWE. So, I'm not saying that because I don't like him or anything. I'm saying that because he is pretty much one of the main stars for the WWE at this point. So, it's kind of expected. Number three, Brie Bella is still not having the baby, but that's not really what the rumor is. But the rumor is Brie Bella is supposed to be returning after having the baby. Of course, you'll have to have a few weeks off with the baby if that's the case. But I would love to see Brie come back. I think she was a fantastic female competitor, and I think that she would be great, either for the blue or red brand. But I don't know. I don't think that this rumor is correct, to be honest with you. I think Brie's more focused on staying at home and being a mother, and that's what ultimately she really should be doing. And I'm not saying that like sexual limitations, because Brie can get a real job if she chooses to. But it seems as if that's what she wants to do right now, is be a mom. And that's what she should do. Number four, Rusev to get a WWE title match upon returning. Now, if you watched SmackDown, I believe it was, SmackDown, he had stated that he would not return to SmackDown unless he does get a title match. So, with that, anywho, he pretty much said he wasn't going to return unless he does get a title match against either Jinder Mahal or Randy Orton after Backlash. So, I think that they're more likely going to give it to him because of that. But, I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, number five, 6-woman tag team match is supposed to be happening at Backlash. I'm assuming this is because of the whole welcoming committee, I think that's what they call themselves, attacking Charlotte, Naomi, and Becky. And Becky joining forces with Charlotte and Naomi. That's what I think is going to happen. That's what the rumors are saying more likely is going to happen as well. But that's what I think. Number 6. Matt and Jeff Hardy wanted Jeremy Borash to come with them to the WWE. However, Jeremy Borash decided it was not the time, and he decided to stay with Impact Wrestling. Now this one, I really wouldn't mind Jeremy Borash coming to the WWE, but WWE has so much commentating people right now. I honestly think that there would really be no really good spot for him. So I think Impact was the best choice for Jeremy. Plus, Jeremy Borash has been with Impact Wrestling for years. So, it would be nice to see him in WWE. But then again, Jeremy Borash is Impact Wrestling. Number 7. Brock Lesnar to be around more. Now, this one is something I really, really hope is true, because I think with Brock having the Universal title, even if he is quote unquote a limited appearance guy, I think if you are the champion, or any sort of champion, no matter what title you hold, you should be defending that title at some point. More likely, at least every pay-per-view or every other pay-per-view. Not miss a pay-per-view whenever you want, or pretty much show up whenever you want. I don't think that that's how the title should go. That's what I think. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Number 8, Chris Jericho, expected to be back later this year. Now, Chris Jericho left the WWE to tour with Fozzy, but it seems as if he's supposed to be out on injury, but it's actually more likely because he's out on injury. It could possibly be that, and it could also be because he's touring with Fozzy. However, he is expected to be back sometime later this year, which is going to be great to see Jericho come back. Number 9, Brock Lesnar is supposed to be defending the title against either Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, or Braun Strowman, or Roman Reigns at the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view, which is coming up for the Raw brand. Me personally, I think it would be a good idea to actually have him defend the title in a championship scramble match. That would be kind of interesting, because they have 5 people. I mean, they haven't really did a match like this in quite some time. But that would be a way to kind of get everybody their title shot in, and have Brock defend the title at the same time. Moving on to number 10, Titus O'Neil being sued. Titus O'Neil is being sued, I'm believing, because he did a prank on Swerved or something like that. Or that's what I'm being told. He's being sued because of that. But I don't really know much about the situation. But when you're being sued, it's a serious, serious legal thing. And it's never good. Number 11, possible triple threat cruiserweight title match featuring at the next Raw pay-per-view. Now, it's saying a triple threat because it's more likely going to be Neville and Austin Aries in the match, but they're saying possibly featuring TJ Perkins or TJP now. Me personally, I mean, I think I could see why they're planning on doing that, but who knows what WWE is planning to do with the Cruiserweight title. Number 12, WWE 2017 Draft could be happening and could be featuring a few NXT call-ups and no championship drafts, which means if you are the champion, you cannot be drafted to the other brand. So, like, Dean Ambrose being the champion for Monday Night Raw will not be able to be transferred to SmackDown Live once again, or whatever, or whoever champion is at the time. And the last piece of rumors roundup we have for you today is Impact officials was having issues with Conan backstage. Now, this is not confirmed. This was just a rumor, so I don't know if it's true or not. But if it is true, when Impact officials and a wrestling company's officials are having issues with you, and that's the company you work for, I don't think that it's really a good idea to actually make those people mad. However, I mean, it's Conan, so it's kind of expected at some point, but it's definitely not good because LAX, Conan's group that he manages, is the tag team champions currently on Impact Wrestling, so that's definitely not a good decision right now. But anyways, moving on to our news. X-Pac was arrested. I don't know really much about the situation. All I know, he was arrested at an airport, but for some type of drugs or whatever, which is never good. Drugs are not the best way to go at all. So, if you guys do any drugs out there, I highly suggest you stop. I mean, they're not really good for your health. And I know you probably hear this a lot, so you're probably blah 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 blah, but whatever. Anyways, I'm just looking out for you guys' health and everything. Anyways, because I do care about each one of my fans out there, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. Anyways, moving on, Chris Jericho left the WWE for a little bit of time, which I kind of hinted at earlier with the whole Chris Jericho supposed to be back later this year, so it's not really going to last long. It's more so probably because he's either out on injury or he's touring with Ozzy. Number 3, Charlotte Flair had her private photos leaked, which honestly, to be honest with you, I don't really care for Charlotte Flair, but anytime something like this happens, it is very, I don't know what the really good word to explain it, but it is very upsetting because these professional wrestlers out here go out here to entertain, and yes, I understand celebrity crushes and all that, but when it comes to exploiting or sharing public photos, it's a different story compared to sharing private photos that really weren't not meant to be seen by everybody. So I think that is an invasion of privacy in a way, and I think it's very sad, and that's why I wanted to kind of add these topics into here, because I just wanted to kind of briefly explain that to you guys, that I think it's very upsetting and very quite immature by whoever is sharing them. Number 4, Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler more likely is supposed to be happening at Backlash. This has actually kind of been confirmed on the down low more likely. But nevertheless, I think it's going to be an awesome match. Number 5, WWE currently has no plans for Luke Harper or Eric Rowan, which is kind of sad because both of them are great talents. Me personally, I like Luke Harper a little bit better, but some of you guys might be Eric Rowan fans out there, and it's quite sad to see both wrestlers not really being used right now. Number 6, TJ Perkins is now supposed to be known in WWE as TJP. Now, if you followed his career like I do, and if you're a fan of TJ, I mean, I kind of call him TJP anyways, so it's not really a big deal, but it is in a way. Number 7, Alexa Bliss is another person that suffered from the private photos being leaked. And again, like I said with Charlotte, I think it's an invasion of privacy, and it's very immature for whoever is sharing it. And I think that for those of you that are sharing it, I think it's very, very immature, and that's an invasion of women's privacy or men's privacy, whoever you're sharing it about. And number 8, Emma is injured. So I guess Emma was injured during a live event or whatever. I don't know really what her injury is, but I heard that she's being injured, so I thought I would share it with you guys, because you might not see her in a little bit of time because of that situation. I don't know the extent of her injuries, however, that's what I'm being told. Anyways, moving on to our Spotlight Wrestlers. For Monday Night Raw, these are again last week's, as always. Monday Night Raw goes to The Miz. Now, I don't like the way The Miz won the number one contendership for the Intercontinental title, because I think Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt should not have been able to get involved in that matchup. However, you can't really go back and change anything, because WWE kind of goes in a figure to where it's live TV, so who knows. Anyways, that's why I gave it to The Miz, because The Miz came out on top and won the Intercontinental title. On SmackDown Live, it goes to Kevin Owens, who attacked Chris Jericho after his match and actually won back the United States title. More likely, I think, because of Chris Jericho going out to either tour, more likely, but nevertheless, he won back the title. And the 205 goes to Noam Dar, who won a match and then got back together with Alicia Fox for an on-screen relationship. NXT goes to Asuka, who pretty much came out and attacked Ember Moon, Ruby Riott, and Nikki Cross. And William Regal came out and said it's going to be a fatal 4-way for the women's title in the next NXT TakeOver. Which also, I think it was announced today that Pete Dunne will be fighting Tyler Bate for the UK title. But anyways, Asuka I think it's only going to be a triple threat because Ember Moon was injured. So I think it's actually a triple threat now. But that could be confirmed. That is not confirmed at all. Anyways, and Impact Wrestling goes to Magnus, who pretty much pulled out anything he could to defeat his opponent. I forget who he took on, but it was definitely for the Global Force title. And Eli Drake, I think it was. No, he didn't take on Eli Drake. I'm sorry. Alberto took on Eli Drake. Anyways, Magnus took on someone, and he pretty much came out victorious, and that's why I gave it to him. And a new topic here I wanted to add real quick before I end this one out is I'll be doing a trivia question of each week, and this week I'm going to give you the question, and then you'll get the answer in the next episode, kind of like I did with my Teen Wolf coverage videos, but it'll be wrestling related. Anyways, the question for this one is, who was the first ever United States champion in the WWE? Now, you guys will get your answer in the next Wolfden Wrestling podcast. Have a great day, and peace. And as always, thank you guys for watching, and hit that like and subscribe button if you're on YouTube, and that notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you're on Facebook, make sure you hit that like button as well. Peace.